Buckle up, NFL fans. One of football's modern juggernauts is teetering on the edge, and some of its proudest franchises are in unfamiliar territory. If you think the start to this NFL season has been business as usual, think again. Let's dive into why the Chiefs' once-feared offense looks utterly lost, why the Steelers' defense is raising more eyebrows than ever, and reveal 3 players redefining what it means to be a true closer in today's NFL. But here's where it gets controversial. Are these early season woes a sign of imminent collapse, or is it all just a temporary stumble? First up, the Kansas City Chiefs. It almost sounds unbelievable, but as they stare at an 0-2 record ahead of a critical road test against the New York Giants, everyone around the league is on the verge of celebrating the downfall of a dynasty. Picture it. A chorus of ding dong, the witch is dead, across the AFC West, as the Chiefs sit not just alone at the bottom, but as one of 10 winless teams. Make no mistake, this Sunday night football clash is more than a simple game. It's basically a lifeline. History isn't on Kansas City's side. Out of 165 teams who started 0-3 since 1990, just 4 reached the postseason, and none of them won it all. While it's tough to count out a team that's dominated for nearly a decade, 5 Super Bowl appearances in 6 years, 9 consecutive division titles, the Chiefs suddenly seem vulnerable in ways we haven't seen in years. Remember the wild optimism only weeks ago about whether this year's Chiefs could recapture their trademark excitement? That sentiment has quickly evaporated. The offense that once lit up scoreboards now seems to have lost its spark. Ever since Tyreek Hill's departure in 2022, replacing his unique playmaking ability has been an ongoing struggle. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes keep searching for ways to make big plays, but for several seasons, those explosive moments just haven't materialized. The challenges have only deepened this season, as rookie Xavier Worthy suffered a shoulder injury on his very first drive, and Rashee Rice is sidelined for 6 games with a suspension. That leaves Mahomes counting on Marquise Hollywood Brown, Travis Kelce, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Tyquan Thornton to move the ball, and the results have been underwhelming. Mahomes is averaging just 6.5 yards per throw, even lower than last year's career worst. Part of what's holding the Chiefs back is the careful soft zone defense that opponents are deploying. It's as if rival safeties are lining up in the stadium parking lot, determined to erase any deep threats. The result? Mahomes is forced to pick away at defenses with quick, short passes, relying on his receivers to gain yardage after the catch. But without true game breakers, the offense keeps sputtering. Station-to-station football works only if you're flawless, and no team, not even one led by Mahomes, can be perfect every week. And this is the part most people miss. The Chiefs can't scare defenses with their run game either. Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt are averaging 3.1 and 3.6 yards per carry, respectively, figures that encourage defenses to drop back and ignore the box. Without a legitimate ground threat, Mahomes rarely sees favorable single-high safety looks, which means fewer chances to hit big plays down the field. The offense is stuck in a rut, needing someone to step up and break the stalemate. What about the front line? Kansas City invested big money and a valuable draft pick in Jalen Moore and Josh Simmons, hoping to fortify the offensive line. Yet protection issues persist. Mahomes is forced to throw quicker, limiting his ability to attack deep. Despite Creed Humphrey anchoring the center, underachievement from Jawan Taylor, Trey Smith, and Kingsley Suamataia has left the unit inconsistent. The offense, currently ranked 17th, depends almost entirely on Mahomes' wizardry. He's even leading the team in rushing yards. But even someone as magical as Mahomes can't carry a broken system forever. Here's a bold question for Chiefs fans and skeptics alike. Is Kansas City simply in a temporary funk, or are we watching the slow unraveling of a dynasty that's been the NFL's gold standard? If they hope to dodge a repeat of their 2014 playoff missing campaign, it'll take better performances from both the offensive playmakers and protection up front. Mahomes may have plenty of tricks, but even he can't snap his fingers and bring back the glory days all on his own. Now, let's swing to another shocker, Defensive letdowns in Pittsburgh. Steelers fans must be doing double takes after witnessing their legendary defense surrender 30 or more points in each of the first 2 games, something not seen since 2002. Even more perplexing, their early matchups were against the Jets and Seahawks, teams hardly known for offensive fireworks. This comes in spite of fielding the most expensive defense in the NFL, loaded with all-stars and household names like T.J. Watt, Tam Hayward, Patrick Queen, Darius Slay, and Jalen Ramsey. So, why are the Steelers falling so short of their steel curtain tradition? Pittsburgh's defense has always been synonymous with physicality and fearlessness, but so far, they've struggled to assert their will. Defensive coordinator Terrell Austin has cranked up the pressure with blitzes, yet the results have been disappointing. Just 3 sacks in 2 games, and T.J. Watt still hasn't notched one. Given Watt's recent massive contract extension and his past reputation as a game-changer, this dry spell is especially concerning. Is this a sign of diminished dominance, or simply the law of averages catching up? But there's more. The Steelers' typically stout run defense has been gashed for nearly 300 yards in 2 weeks. To compensate, they're sending blitzes on an eye-popping 43.3% of plays, 4th most in the league. Injuries aren't helping either. Derrick Henry, their top draft pick, and a player expected to bolster the middle, hasn't played a down yet. Injuries to key defensive backs have forced starters like Ramsey, Slay, and Thornhill into action without much practice together. And it shows. Miscommunications and blown assignments are showing up on film and on the scoreboard. Add to this mix a shift toward more man-to-man coverage, and you can see why the once impenetrable Steelers secondary is giving up big plays. Until everyone gels in this new system and gets healthy, the stat sheets may keep looking ugly. Yet, given the talent on every level, can the defense possibly stay this bad for long? Or will they shake off the rust once the lineup stabilizes? Steelers Nation, do you think your squad can rebound to elite status? Or should expectations be adjusted? Let's